Hi folks, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Bonnie and welcome to my Draw with Bonnie series. This is a series where I showcase one of my recent speed paints while hanging out with all of you guys. Just think of this as a little snippet of what you may get during my Twitch streams. Currently, I can only do this series monthly, but if you want to head over to my Patreon and support me there, I'll be able to do this series more often. Also, boop that like button and subscribe if you like my video. This helps the algorithm push my content out onto YouTube. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and do something with me, whether it's working, studying, or even drawing your own lovely creations. I have a few updates this month. On YouTube, I got to my goal of 50 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. The video I did to celebrate is in the card on the top right corner right now, and in the description below. It is about how to create your own Twitch emotes. My next goal is 100 subscribers, and I plan to do another art tutorial before then. I am also planning on it being about utilizing cross-contour line techniques in your illustrations. If you have any tutorials you would like in the future, please leave a comment down below or go to my Discord. I love the suggestions from you guys. On Twitch, I just completed my first major community points challenge. This will be a stream for a challenge I would like to call the 6 and 6 challenge. The premise of this is that I will be doing the 6 fan arts challenge in only 6 hours. My viewers for the stream can use their stream points and bits to mess with the art progress on this stream, and if I'm unable to complete the challenge in 6 hours, I will have to do the 1 chip challenge. This is basically me eating a very spicy tortilla chip on the stream at the end. I thought raising the stakes like this would be interesting and fun for my audience. A shorter version of the stream will be posted to my YouTube channel. I'm hoping I can work and finish on the edits at least 2 weeks after stream, so if you don't catch the stream, don't fret, I'm here. If you want to keep up to date with this challenge and suggest your favorite characters to draw, please head on over to my Twitter. I am currently asking for fan art suggestions before my stream on the 22nd of January. I am excited to announce that Captain Horror was the winner of this month's Steal Your Hearts competition. Thank you so much for being a huge supporter of my channel. You can see their art and panel on my Twitch channel. And be sure to subscribe to them and give them all the love and support possible. If you want to take part in the competition, please watch my channel when I go live and interact on the channel. There are plenty of games that you can participate in and get more hearts, such as heist, trivia, stealing, and more. If you want to monetarily support my YouTube channel, please head on over to my Patreon as well. Patreon currently keeps my content on here, and so if you want to see more videos more often, feel free to pledge there. If you pledge, you can see behind the scenes and early access content there, but we will be expanding to tutorials, pinups, and more in the coming months. And personally, I also have picked up a second side job. I'm so excited that I will be substituting K through 12 grades, and personally, I wanted to pick up on mostly art or history classes for them, since you guys know that those are my passions. I am hoping I can transfer those skills in teaching for tutorials in the future on here and on Patreon, and potentially do art classes for you guys on Patreon or Skillshare. Now I want to share what I'm working on in this video. In this video, I decided to draw Ayaka from Genshin Impact. I've decided on making a New Year's outfit for her in this piece, and I've always loved New Year's kimonos in anime, and I thought Ayaka would definitely sport one in Inazuma during this time period. I first found a pose and sketched it out on my sketchbook. I gathered my references after the sketch so I could figure out exactly what I wanted. I just started using this app called PureRef to organize my references so I can visually access them at any time. I placed a link in the description so you guys can download it and also use it itself. It does cost a tiny bit of money, but I use this application all the time, so the pros outweigh the cons in my opinion. If you want to give it a try, go for it. I tried sketching and drawing first in Clip Studio Paint, but I was unhappy with how it first came out. I decided to do another technique, which was to draw out the form first and then sketch out the character. Getting this form into my mind really helped me break down the drawing easier and the anatomy easier. I also started to sketch out the elements that I wanted to put on her outfit. I started to work on her line art directly after sketching out all the elements. I wanted to make the lines a little bit more delicate versus bold and cartoony. Ayaka feels like a more delicate character versus some of her counterparts in Genshin, and I wanted to showcase this in her line language. I used a free brush I got on the Clip Studio Paint asset store for both the fur and the rope lines. Sometimes it's just better to work smarter for yourself than harder. It did take me about 3 sessions to get all this line art done and polished during this time. During the process of making this picture, I actually ended up extremely sick the week of New Year, so I'm hoping you guys had a better New Year than I did. I also couldn't talk for a couple of days during that and couldn't eat a lot of solid foods, but I'm glad now I am feeling much better and I can share all of this with you guys. I worked on her kimono pattern and I wanted to combine her constellation with her outfit design. A lot of the theming around Ayaka is actually around cranes, cherry blossoms, snowflakes, so making this pattern was a cinch. I also researched some other kimono and fursode designs so I could figure out what I wanted to mimic. I decided to make a starry and wintry background before coloring the base because I didn't want to wait and second guess myself. I first started with a gradient layer and then used the splatter airbrush tool to make some of those little sparkly stars. The stars were placed on a glow dodge and was just adjusted to my liking. I also blurred it out a little bit too. And when it came to my base coloring, it was a little bit more difficult to utilize my bucket fill tool method that I usually do, so I had to go over with painting it over and over and over a lot, so it took me a lot longer than normal. I also like to work on the skin and eyes first on my drawings. It just brings more life to a drawing. I can use that life to go and extract the rest of the colors for my piece. Most of the colors I did use came from the official Ayaka art from Genshin Impact. All of the shadows were placed with a multiply layer, while my highlights were either a normal glow dodge or screen layer like normal. I started to work on rendering the shadows and highlights from top to bottom on the piece. I also tried to organize my layers as I went since there are tons of layers to keep track of on this piece. When I was finished with the drawing, I started to work on making it more cohesive with my background. I took my line art and duplicated it. I ended up going and blurring the second line art slightly and applied a color burn layer to it. It just makes it a little bit more crisper and nicer. I also took the line art and colored the areas appropriately. I worked on rendering it out by applying another multiply layer on top of the character, trying to merge it with the background. I wanted to apply a slight gloater at the end to finish up the scene and add a color gradient on top with a divide layer, since it gave this cool rainbow effect throughout this painting. I also did some final adjustments with the piece and I thought it turned out great. I love Ayaka in this look and I hope you guys do too. I always share comments from my last few videos, including my Draw With Me series. If you didn't get to see my last month's video, tagged in the top right corner is the video. It's also located in the description along with the Twitch emote tutorial video. If you want to be included in the video next time, leave a comment below. I'll read it out in the next Draw With Me video. Now to our main topic. To kick off the new year, I decided I wanted to talk about my goals for the year. I never really make a goals list for New Year's, but I felt like I needed to keep myself accountable this year. I also would like to expand my art career and my personal life this coming year, but I've always either have been too afraid or made excuses on why I couldn't do it. Saying these goals out loud and in front of you guys makes it so I have to keep myself going and accountable, since I don't want to let you guys down or myself down. I also want to review these goals and our community's wins at the end of the year on our December Draw With Me video. So I am curious about how far we can go. My first goal I would like to achieve is to grow this YouTube channel. I was focusing on my Twitch last year, but I feel like this is the time to start working on my YouTube channel and content. My first plan for growth is to get this series, Draw With Me, out each month. I'm going to try to grow my video amount to twice a month by June and at least once a week by December. I believe that this will help with my ultimate goal of getting monetized on YouTube by the end of this year. This requires me to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Having this will help me establish a passive income and grow my other platforms like Twitch, Instagram, Patreon, and Twitter. My second goal I would like to achieve is to spend more time with my community. I am going to do more community challenges on my Twitch channel. My first challenge I have is my 6 and 6 challenge that I was first talking about in this video that my Twitch community just completed. You guys can input your favorite characters on my Twitter post and until January 22nd. I've also been working on a viewer choice day on Twitch where I play games that my viewers want to see. Normally it is Genshin Impact and other co-op games, but you can also suggest other games to me as well. Speaking of my Discord, I am doing a short revamp of it. I'm going to condense some of the sections down and make it more friendly and accessible for my community to use. Growing my Discord is a major focus of growing and developing my community, so if you have any suggestions or ideas for me, please let me know. I also am looking for a cute community name for our group, so suggestions on this are also appreciated and welcome. When I get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, I will have access to the community tab on YouTube. When this happens, I would like to draw a couple of my subscribers' original characters or OCs as a thank you. Be sure to look out for this in the future. On Instagram, I would like to host a Draw This in Your Style challenge near my birthday. I will let everyone know about this challenge on my March Draw With Me video. My third goal is to work on growing my art skills and share techniques with you guys. Since October, I've been trying to draw in my sketchbook at least once a week. I also participated in challenges like Inktober, which helped me kickstart this process. I wanted to continue this trend in 2022 by studying anatomy, my fundamentals, and kickstart projects that I've been waiting to develop for quite a while. Later in the year, I would like to work on in-depth videos to place on my Patreon. I would like to possibly develop my own online class either on Skillshare or Udemy, but I can use Patreon as a springboard and a place where you guys can give me feedback on this. Some of these videos may appear on my YouTube channel too, but I have another series in the works where I want to analyze other artists and their techniques. I am really excited about this. I hope you guys stay tuned. My fourth goal is to work on my financial stability. If you guys know anything about my personal life, I've been in quite a bit of debt due to going back to school in 2017 and 2018. I loved my experience, but going to an out-of-state university did take a toll on my financial health. I haven't been able to find a full-time position in a long time, so that debt really does rack up. So I would like to eliminate most of my debt this year by focusing on freelance opportunities and a possible new job position along with my current one. My main goal is to be financially stable and to move and live with my boyfriend finally. This will be extremely exciting for the both of us since we are both so close to achieving this goal. I just ended up with a substitute teaching role as well in my area, so I'm hoping I can apply those skills to videos in the future too. Also, my boyfriend and I would like to take a vacation together this year. We are pre-planning this trip, and maybe we'll talk about this in another video closer to the time we take this trip. My final goal is to lose my COVID weight and get active. I gained about 35 pounds during the COVID period. Yikes. And I haven't been as active due to my job and Twitch streaming, but that will change. I plan to get more active starting at the beginning of the year, whether it's walking my dog, playing Just Dance on my Switch, or doing more housework. In 2021, I really focused on my mental health, so my physical health really took a back burner, but now since this has gotten better, I can improve on my physical health. I would like to show you guys my past hobbies like cosplay, but that does require me to lose the weight and so I can get into old outfits. By trying to eat better and getting more active than I have been, I can do just that. Unfortunately, at the start of this year, I developed a really bad cold that affected my throat, so I didn't want to eat anything. Whoops. But now since I'm better, I can start by getting that momentum back and doing like cardio. And here's the finished piece. I hope you folks enjoyed watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more videos coming soon. All of my socials are located in the description if you want to see more art or hear more stories. And bye for now.